Go. Come on. Come on. You know you want to. All right. Hey, everybody. I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. How you doing, David? Now, today. Well, the undercarriage on the B-17 will be completed. This is a given. Indeed, it is entirely possible, nay, probable, good sir, and other people, that we shall, in fact, be getting on to the upper areas. Yes! Get your noggin around that anytime you're ready. Boom. All right. Now that I've finished being very silly. That's the nuts and bolts of the scenario. Now, I also discovered there's something on the Lavochkin I need to tidy up. Very small detail. So if you're wondering why I'm looking at that, I'm looking at my screen. I should actually be looking at the camera. See? I'm sure I'm looking at you now. Sort of. Anyway, so this we will now do. All right. Now, move in a wee bit. Well, quite a lot, actually. You all know the drill. And around we come. I don't know if I'm unusual in my coffee ritual there, where a lot of people do similar things, but nothing in this world will happen without caffeine, I tell you. Yeah. There is only Harbinger Splocken moment, if ever there was. Yeah, I have spoken. Excuse me a moment. All right, I'm back. Now. That was it. First things first. Now, I haven't actually glued these into position. I was just having a bit of a looky at them. That's what I was doing. What we will do, we're going to do our Lavochkin thing after we've done some of the B-17 things. Now, something I would like to locate, is, hello. Now, on the topic of hello, there's one of my favorite TV shows. It's a very old TV show now. Oh, don't you floss those ones, I need them. Although options would abound on replacement parts. Oh, hang on. No. Oh, hang on. Oh, no. Finding more clear stuff. Aha! That's what I'm looking for. These good people go into there and there. And something I'm probably going to want to do is a very quick bit of painting with an acrylic. And I'll explain it in due course. While that's drying, we'll attend to a few other bits here. Then we'll put these onto there. While they're all drying, we'll hit the Lavochkin. When that's been attended to, we return to what should be the upper areas on the B-17. That's going to be our plan. Oh, hey, John, how are you doing? Now, so our first port of call, as it were, is going to be... Might just pop these. We're going to need these. These little valve-looking things. I'll pop them somewhere a wee bit safer. There. Now. Natural steel is the color I seek. That's oily steel, not really what I'm after. you may well go, and how big a difference is it? There actually is a difference. I have checked this quite thoroughly. It is, I will concede, potentially pedantry, but as if that's ever stopped me before. Oh, pardon me. Now, no, it would appear to have been placed away. What I want the natural steel for is if you put the natural steel in the light area, the idea is that with the clear plastic in position, it looks like those reflective things you see on or inside lights. That's the idea. And from what I'm seeing here, that's the angle to do it from, because of course it'll be locked in by and supported by that part of the wing. That's the theory. And that's why I want to get this little task done. Aha! It was out the whole time, I ask you. Oh, hey, Andy, how you doing, man? Now, next, make sure this is well shaken, as we do. And once this is painted, we will get those flaps on. And then we will get these little valve bits in. I had to think about it because I was having a bit of a time with it yesterday. Even tweezers weren't really that nice to deal with because of the various things. I think I have found an excellent solution, I think. And what I'm going to be doing, or attempting, is I'm going to use a pencil-like thing that I would ordinarily use for whatchamacallit. Yeah, that's the technical term, whatchamacallit. Photo etch. Because being adhesive, we'll use it for us to pick stuff up. Likewise, why would it not do with a plastic part? That's my theory. Now, we'll go a reasonably healthily sized brush for this purpose, I think. Actually, I know which brush I want. The old fave. Every time I look at this brush, because this is one of the first brushes I ever bought, and it still stands good. Never lets me down. Should name it Rick Astley. Into there. Once I've gotten it done, I'll give you a bit of a zoom in. Yeah, that's the most important area, that circle. The rest matters less. It's more a question of I'm probably... Actually, no, I won't necessarily have to do any touch-ups to compute that as weathering. Yeah, if I get any on the actual wing. As I said, the most important part is actually I'm going to use the camera here to help me out. Alright. Now, I may need to pick the aircraft up, which is not what I deem desirable. There we go. Into there. Sorry guys, you can see just my hand for a moment. into there, into... Right, now the idea will be that with the plastic in place, it'll look like it's got that, you know how lights have that reflective backing to help them magnify? Boom, that's the idea. So, pretty obviously, we now do the other one. Now, that's actually got a bit of better. I have actually, excuse me while I zoom out. I actually have a desktop light that I used to use, but its structure is not going to be well suited to here. I'm thinking, and I do sometimes, guys, it's true. I might need to invest in one. We'll see. All right. Now, the other thing about doing the interior areas there is it does... I have got some on the paintwork. That doesn't matter because you see, people would have had to replace those lights. Oh, chipping. Who would have thought? That's my excuse. I stand by it. Oh, hey, GB, how you doing? Yeah, I'm very good, mate. I've been having a bit of soreness happen the last few days, but I think that's now coming to an end. Hopefully, my massage therapist was a little short of brutal on me, but I tell you, gets results. Okay, so that's the second one done. Give me a moment. Delete. Yep. Oops, a daisy, and there we go. You can't really see it so well, but you can see that it's been painted steel. We will now let them dry. Do. And then we'll put the wing flaps on. Well, no, while they're drying, we're going to put the wing flaps on. That's the bottom line here. Oops, I'll zoom you out. Yep. Now, this will be very easy. In fact, I know it is very easy because I gave it a trial run. They actually sit without the glue. The glue is merely to lock it in place, and that's what you want really now, isn't it? I mean, it's a bit good. Yeah, it's taken a lot longer than I had hoped, but in the final analysis, yeah, I'm pretty happy how she's looking. Like everybody, all I see is the flaws. That's normal. I know that. But I gotta, yeah, on the whole, as a general build, she's not looking too shabby. I'm pretty happy with her as a first B-17. Yeah. Anyway, now I got to admit, I am looking forward to finishing it for a number of reasons. One being, now, excuse me, I'm just trying to make sure I get the right way around here. That way, which means that must be that one. And that, logically, is that one. Boom shakalaka like a what bamboo, kids. We are correct. I can tell because of the angle of the thing there. Yeah. Because once I get this and the Lavochkin done, as I've said many, many times, then we start getting on to new builds. That's a bit exciting. I might spend a few days just tinkering on the Viking while I get a few things in order for the Mustang, because I want to see about getting some stencils. Because now I might be well served. Give me a moment to put the lid back on the glue. Oh, while I'm here, actually I'll get this out of the way because otherwise I can see myself putting my hand in the paint. And all that's going to do is piss me off. Now, while I'm here, boom. So there we go. There's those two on. That should be maybe a little. Now, what I'm thinking is I might be better served approaching this. Give me a moment while I slightly reposition our bomber. There we go. That's a bit more stable. From this angle, because let's just check that. Now make sure I get the right one. Yeah. Or is it that way? Oh, look at that. Oh, well done, Revell. Look at that. Just that easy, kids. Just drops in. All right. Yeah, we're going from this angle. Just that easy. Yeah, of course, now I'm sort of like not doing the reversing thing. Just check how sweetly this one goes on. I'm pretty sure we all know the answer here. Boom. Got to be happy with that. Now, oops, the daisy. Well, I guess all I need to do now, let's get that glue happening. Here we go. What we'll do is go here. And boom. Ha! That is pretty sweet, you gotta say. Ha! Nice one. Happy with that as an outcome. Boom. There we go. Very pretty. Now, this one, which I will do with exactly the same methodology because, hey, why wouldn't I? Now. We're making good progress today. We haven't even been going 20 minutes yet. Wow. Alrighty. Now, where's that little? Ah, there's that bit. Now. So I might just zoom you out just a little. There we go. That's probably a better angle of view. Deedly. 4, 5. Just a little bit of love here with the glue. Lid on. And boom. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Now, our next objective is now, which angle do I want to put these in from? And that reminds me, I need to get hold of give me a moment, just trying to find. Aha, and have found. Excellent. This little number. This is a marvelous little device. Well, it's not a device, it's a pencil with a really good ability. I usually use it, I was put on these with regards to photo etch. Now here's our part. There we go. Now I've actually got that from the bottom. So you see what the idea is, and this is where let me just check my angles. So that would go that way around, I think it is. Yes. Boom, that way. I wasn't having a very good time with this. Oh no. Oh no. I dropped it. It's on the floor. Stay cool. Now, I felt it run down my leg. I have plastic flooring. I might even be able to see it. Give me a moment. Ouch. No. Now the question, excuse me, comes, do I wish, because I think I can see it, or something that might be it, a couple of things even. The trials and tribulations, kids. Now, give me a moment. All right. I'm feeling brave. There's a couple of things. If I can't find it, I'll search again later, but I'll get the other 3 in. But I wouldn't mind having a quick gander now. As I said, I've got plastic floor mats, so it may well be, and usually is in fact, and that's why I put them down, that I can find it. Let's see how we go. Drum roll. Oh. First, let's get down there. A challenge all on its own. I tell, oh God, this is not being very pleasant to me. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Lordy be. Now. Looking. Oh God. This is one of those, you come underneath and the things you find under, or you see underneath here, you start wondering what the hell's going on with that. You have a look. What do we got here? No. upsetting. Very upsetting. Hang on. It'll be around here. Well, I mean, logically it must be. However, it's in the short term, it seems to have buggered off, as it were. Nah, not seeing it. Okay, let's just get on with the other ones. And I'll work out what I'm going to do about that in due course. It's not a disaster. Nothing is a disaster. Certainly not in this context. Oh, God. Oh, Lordy, that was, oh, dear God. I remember a time when I used to jump to my feet. Hey. Tell you, it wasn't even that long ago. Ugh. Arthritis sucks. All right. Now, like I said, I have to find that part later. If not, I will have to do my magical manufacture routine. That's upsetting. Never mind. Well, it's not upsetting. It's just annoying. All right. All right. Actually, now here's... Oh, no, you can't do it that way. I toyed with the idea of seeing if you could glue it in position and then snip. Oh, but that doesn't roll. Okay. All right. Not liking these parts too much. They're a bit, yeah. They're a bit fiddly, they are. In fact, they're a bit beyond fiddly. Okay, there's the part. All right, let's have a look. What do we got here? What do we got here? Yellow, yellow, yellow. All right. So that way around. It's going to take a bit of... Actually, I don't know how I'll do this. I might be overthinking this, maybe. Just... Let's see if I can, doing it like that. Or is the blue tack going to be the blue tack's too much? Okay. Now, finding this a bit frustrating as a process. Come on. Why are you not picking it up? Might need to sharpen that. This is getting a bit frustrating, I must admit. Actually, here's a notion. Now, at the moment, that's a bad angle for me to try and pick this up from what I... That's... Let's have a look. Aha! Maybe. Right. So that would be... If I pick that up... Now... That way. Jesus. Tell you guys. This is not helping my take on life. Let's have a look. Okay. This doesn't want to take part in this little game. Now then. option 2. That goes around that way for starters. Oh, God. Okay, so it's going to go on that way. Like into there. I believe's the drill. Oh, Jesus, this is horrible to work with because it's so small and fiddly. All right. Now, the reality here is, of course, well, it's a scale model. What do you want? It's going to be small and fiddly. All right. I think there's only one real thing for this. All right. What's the time? My friend had to cancel for my picky. So he's coming this morning. So I do need, again, to be aware of the time. That way around. Now I'm hoping. Shit. Not having a good time with these, as you can see. Yay! I think. Toothpick. There we go. Ah, oh, the pain. Oh, the pain of it all. God, all that effort. Yep. And it's that little widget there. Ah. Yep. Now we've got to do one there. Now that's, we're going to need to do a few little mods on that one because that one's not as, the gap for the disc isn't as clear. All right. One of these ones. And in this instance, we'll just settle for the disc itself, not those two little extension. There's two little extender bits there. We're not going to worry about them. We're just going to cut it at the disc because that'll be easier for us. And I think I've discovered that in the bigger reality, tweezers and glue and away you roll. But this one, I'm probably overthinking it before. It happens. Now, excuse me. Now. Here. Now, how'd we go on that front on its own? Yep, mission accomplished. So, there we go. All right. Now that way. Alrighty. Now we'll probably want to go from a more vertical angle because, of course, that wheel will get in the way otherwise. So let's do that. Alrighty. Actually, aside from losing that part, and you never know, I might even be able to dig up something that looks very, very similar to save myself digging around. I'll have a brief look in my bag after the stream. Bag of oddments. I believe this is a technical term. Oddments. Or a term. That's how all do this. Just swap it there if I can. Can I? Come on. Your tweezers, you're supposed to do it. There we go. Oops-a-daisy. Now the curved bit goes to the back. That's you. So, God, when it comes to really small stuff, there are times when it's hard not to be reminded of a rather cool Warner Brothers cartoon that I used to like from back in the day. And basically it had this drunken stork. Yeah. Boom. And he delivered the wrong baby to the wrong house. And basically a giant gets a normal sized kid and this ordinary household gets this giant. And at the end of the day, there's this, when he's got to change him over, he does that. And when he gets to the giant's place, the giant's trying to change a nappy and he's got a jeweler's glass out. Yeah. Alrighty. Now this one we'll put into there. Then I just need to locate the other one or a suitable replacement, as I do. And then, oh wow, guys, she's coming together. Sprue cutter. Yeah, sprue cutters. I'll stop right there. Alrighty, now. So give me a moment. We're going to put the one in by the wheel there. And then the light things there. And then we're going to get on to that little thing on the Lavochkin that needs a touch-up. Yes, we are. Now, let me just have a bit of a gander at this part. Deedly. There we go. All right. Now, oops-a-daisy. Hang on, I've lost my angle. Yeah, hang on. What am I doing? There we go. That's the angle I want, I think. Aha. Aha, yes. Yes, Roy. Let's get our tweezers. There we go. Now I've got it. Now I'll grab there, hopefully. Ooh, wanting to play. It's getting a little temperamental on us. on, guys. You get back in position. I'm going to need to do a bit of trimming on this part, it would appear. Dropped it for a moment there, and I was going, no, all over again. It will be that way. And that way. And in. Boom. Oh, hey, Scott, long time no see. I had it for a while. It's just that can't remember what I wasn't using it, but yeah, it's handy as all hell. So there's that one. Now, gentlemen and ladies, if there are any out there, and as I always say, in the contemporary era, others. Now, our next objective. Boom. Move that around that way. I mean, this is one of the joys of it. You can just that easily move your kit, and it all comes to the party. Yes, it does. What? Now I'm going to zoom out. We're going to put our lights in. Lights go on. Lights go off. Now, so we'll go that way. They do. Yes, a bit of filing wouldn't hurt, as always. First one. Let's do that little bit of filing that is required, and then get that one on. Then we get the other one on, and then we'll pop that aside to dry, and then we're going to fix that little detail on the Lavochkin. And then by the time that's done, we should be able to turn our B-17 over. Yeah! And there will be much rejoicing, I tell you. In fact, you know what? I'm thinking tomorrow. Oh, wow, we can. I'm going to do the weathering with it at this point because I'll be able to get nicely into the engines without the propellers being in the way. I'll do the propellers separately and then glue them on. Everything else is pretty much in position. There are a couple of little bits and bobs that can go on, but if you use, oh mate, this is just so cool. This and the Lavochkin will be so now. Oh yeah, baby cakes coming together, I tell you. Anyways, the side we need to. Anyway. Now. Then that. Maybe a bit at the top there. Yeah, there we go. Just make sure it's not too wide. See, this is the shit that'll do you every time. You want that. Where am I going from the wrong angle? No, I can't. Let's make sure to have a look at that. That would be. Well, there's the question, which is the right angle. Yep, it would have to be that way. So logically, Okay, let's one. It's a bit annoying. You don't really want to be firing clear pieces, you wouldn't have thought, but never mind. If here's a question, will it fit this one? Is it that I've just gone the wrong side with it? That's not impossible, you know. Jesus. I ask you. I ask you, people. Yes, I do. Don't know what I ask you, but I ask you something. And I might benefit from coming from this angle. Now, you know, now that I think about it, there is definitely going to be a difference because of the angle of the wing. That's the right one for that part. And, oops. In fact, I don't even need to glue it. Look how tightly that's wedged. That's good, actually. I like that. Boom. And bing, and yep. There's our light. Yeah, that's a nice fit, I've got to say. Alright, put our little bit here back on. I should probably glue that, hey. As in that. I'm not going to get that out. Be damned if I'm gluing it. And I've got to say, to a point, if I don't have to glue something, why the hell would I? But yeah, pretty happy with that. Now, zoom out. The other side. We're going to put the light on the other. Oh, stop. Pretty happy with the progress we've made overall. Yeah. Alrighty. Now, anyway, getting back to the job at hand. Delay. Pardon me. Oops. Now, this side. There we go. All right. Now, given how wonderfully snug the other side was, let us see. So I just want to quickly check. Everything's still sweet in the cockpit and everything else. Yeah, baby. Happy, happy, joy, joy. All right. Now, that way around. Boom. Oh, that one looks really nice, actually. I'm very happy with that one. Zip. Bing. Zoom. I think that actually does look like a light. Awesome. zoom out. Alrighty, this is all very good stuff, guys. Next, we shall move our beastie over to here for a moment. We're then going to get la 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 Lavachkin, da 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 da, and tricks. That's okay. The bit we're putting on is going to go there. Now, the question will be, and this is the thing, because there's a bit I need to put on the end of that. Because what we need to put on is that tiny little bit there that you can probably not see at the moment without my zooming in, as is so often the case. Now, all right, so thinking. I do that, you know. Okay. I'm going to put this on to that wing. We're going to let it dry while we do some stuff on the upper areas of the B-17. And when that's dried, we're going to try and attach a bit of a longer thing that it needs to be on, because that should be longer than it is. It doesn't show as much as it should. That's the conundrum, you see, or the difficulty, you see, kids. Give me a moment. Now I'm going to do this one probably bare hand combat style. Because sometimes that works really nicely. Sometimes. Let's see how we go. Now. Bitch, come here. Come here. No, hang on. Oh, actually, that could be convenient. No, it's not. Sort of it is. Because, if anything, I mean, it's not going to affect anything. I just need to re-glue that. That's just the nose cone. That's easy. Can't believe that happened, actually, but never mind. Because it's going to help facilitate this, it seems to be, almost. Up, around. There we go. On you go. Don't lie to me. Why, you little. that. I'll zoom in. That's the part that, oh no, that's just because of the wing angle. I think it needs to be up just a touch. That's better. We'll need a thing to extend that out a bit longer. Let me just, yeah, that's all good. I was just checking the angle. Sagging a little because it's still drying. That's okay. Now, trying to get that happening has been a bit of a boning actually. But is that sagging again? Let's just watch it for a bit. Anyway, point. Oops, you can't quite see what I'm on about. That's the one. Now, looking at it there, it looks okay. So what we're going to do is let that dry. Then there's a bit that needs to go on the end of that. Should I put the nose cone back on now? Actually, no, I won't. We'll worry about that later. And we shall zoom out. We'll worry about the nose cone once we're getting things back into position to put the aerial wire on. Because that little detail there is more easily attended to in the reverse position. Now, moving right along. Get this out of the way. Get that put into there. Now we're traveling time-wise. Oh, hey, Ian, how you doing, man? Now. Alrighty, kids. Exciting moment time. And I think you'll see why I call it that shortly. Give me a moment. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Now, dearie me. Dearie me. Well, yeah, there's not much more to do, is there, really? Let me just see a couple of details here. I mean, pretty obviously there's the propeller still to go on. There is that little thing underneath that I still need to fix up. But, oh, and there's the aerial stand that needs to go on. There's some canopy action. Wow. Okay. Now, and also there's a little thing in there that I need to put on, I think. I'm just going to check that detail. Whether it's on both or just one. It's on both. Okay. In which case, we also need to do a little bit of painting, but that's okay. Because, give me a moment. It's interior green. Where's our Soviet khaki color? I hope I haven't run out. It's not a biggie. I've got to go out today anyway. But there's a part that I need to paint, I would suggest. But I'll go a step further, I know. Now, where have I put it? Here. And it is come here, you. Dear me. This one. I need to paint that, which I've clearly forgotten to do. Need to put guns on the rear turret. I'll probably do that after weathering. Now, hang on. That's interesting. There's two of these. Rubbin. Now, have I misplaced the aerial stand? It looks like it. That's okay. It can fix very easily. Oh, nice one. Yeah, look, displaying is always a bit of a cool thing. I was lucky that I inherited some really good display shelves from my mother. Give me a moment, in fact. Rip, boom. Those big white ones, they're great. Yeah. Got two of them. There we go. And another shelf as well. But yeah, they do make life that little bit more pleasant. Now, aerial stand. Let's see if I just put it somewhere dumb. I do these things, as we all know. That's an aerial stand, but that's not nearly chunky enough to be the B-17 one. I can tell you that right now. In fact, let's have a look at that. I reckon, judging by the wheel stem, BF109. Can't believe I can make an educated and informed. Now, actually, maybe, let's have a look. Here's something that needs to go back in. That is the bomb sight, I believe. It's the drill. All right. So we'll get onto that one straight away. Oh, actually, we are going to get onto it. We'll pop that there. Now, there's two of these things. I'm just going to check. There's not two that go on. Oh, it's a bit of a question mark. Okay, now what that will therefore come down to is the individual configuration. Okay. There's one that we are going to need to put on in the middle there. And that will be part number 85. Now this won't take long to paint. I do seem to have misplaced the aerial stand. That's not a problem either. That's 51. I'm guessing that therefore this is 85. Who's a clever boy then? Boom. Paint that one. Just seeing if I've got any loose sprue that has that aerial stand on it. It's far from impossible. No, that's okay. We shall fix that in due course. That's what I'm looking for. Give me a moment. Have I got? Okay. Let's start with this lot. Hello. I think I found my target already. Boom shaka laka laka wop bamboo. Now, next, if I'm going to be doing this sort of behavior, and I am, I might as well as grab what we will utilize as our substitute. How high does that need to go, I wonder? Don't think it needs to go that high. It doesn't. That's convenient. Very convenient. That? How high are we talking? Pretty short, in fact. Fantastic. Up we get. I can even show you very shortly why that. Oh, hey, hey, Uni Roland, how you doing, man? Now, excuse me while I groan and mumble, while I get the part that I will be utilizing to replace the part I have yet again lost. But that's okay. That's okay. There we go. Found it. Well, not the part, but what I'm going to be using. Ha ha, you betcha. Now, I've got to say, in my opinion, one of the true joys of some cannons in the wings of aircraft is their ability to replicate aerial stands. Just so. Now we need to hit that and that with some of this colour when it's properly mixed, because they've got to go on. I don't think that need necessarily prevent us from doing weathering tomorrow on the B-17. So we can continue on our merry way. Yes, we can. Delete. Now, let's see how long this paint takes to mix. Now once I've gotten these painted, I want to get that bomb sight into position. That should be a pretty straightforward op, I reckon. And at that point, I will most likely... Now, Brazil. Now, you speak Portuguese, don't you? Well, at least that's one of the big languages. I know that much. I'm not sure how to say hello in Portuguese. I know in Spanish it's hola. Yeah. Type it up in Portuguese. I'd be interested to, or whichever is the relevant language. I'd be interested to see. I'm a bit of a fan of language. Actually, it's an interesting thing with regards to greetings in different languages. You'll find where in English the way of saying, or a way of saying, see you later is bye bye. That's been picked up by a number of other languages in Asia. They use it in Cantonese. They use it in Thai. There's a number of Western terms that have been picked up quite clearly, or terms in other languages that have very obviously come from exposure to, well, variously as well, not just English, but French in some instances, and da-da-da. It's interesting. Well, glad you're feeling good, mate. Now, so, are you building anything at the moment, Roland? Now, what I might do while I'm just here, very careful, I'm going to move that flap down, so because I have all my wing flaps down. Now, let's pour the relatively small amount of this paint out. Mate, your English is better than my Portuguese. What's the correct term? Brazilian, I'm unsure, because of course there'd be dialectal things, I guess. Yeah, actually, you're from Brazil. I'm going to see Sepultura tonight. They're from Brazil. I believe they're not necessarily that big in Brazil, but yeah, I'm going to go see them tonight. Rather looking forward to it, I must say. This will do the job for us nicely. Yeah, don't let your difficulties with English bother you, mate. Oh, not even a drop spilt. Winner! Now let's go across here. I'll have to give this a second coat later on today, but that's okay. Don't mind doing that. Especially as we are so close to getting this done. So close now. This almost certainly merits a work in progress pick on a few platforms. Okay, yeah. The thinness, the fact that SMS paint, there we go, that's better. Using paints designated for airbrushing with a brush is always fraught with peril and hassle, but you do what you got to do. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Translator either, just quietly. It often is quite inaccurate. And sometimes embarrassingly so. One of the more interesting outcomes of that I had was I embarked on the great folly of in taking part in an online argument. Never a good idea. And I got so frustrated, I threw one of my favorite insults at one of the people holding the argument with me, and said, because it's, as a quick little aside, it's in Latin, and it's infradignatum. Ideally, this is delivered verbally and sort of like a, oh, thank you, mate. Yeah, ideally, the term infradignatum is delivered in a manner not entirely far removed from a southern gentleman from the US. You, sir, are infradignatum. And what it means, in fact, you'll even be able to work it out once a few things are pointed out to you. Infra, think beneath, as in infrared, as it appears in English. I don't know if it appears in Portuguese / Spanish, Brazilian. Anyway, and dignatum, my dignity. You can see it, dignatum, There'd probably be a similar sort of word in Brazilian, I would suggest. Anyway, there we go, done. Anyway, the point is, the guy obviously didn't understand what I'd said. Fair enough. And he'd hit Google Translate, which had given him beneath my perfection. No, it is not my perfection. And it really sort of, you know. It's funny, is it? Well, I always find it funny, better to be funny than making people unhappy. Now, next, we put that bomb sight back in position. Then I'm going to wind the stream up, people. Wow. Actually, here's a fun fact. We are most likely going to have the B-17 completed barely a day after the Lavochkin. Wow. Now, what's today? Thursday. Oh, actually, I'll tell you, kids, because I'm not jamming this Sunday. I might do a stream instead. Oh. It's also going to be scorching hot, so I'm not going to want to go nowhere. Now, next, and our last task before winding up the stream is, first I'll just give that a bit of a wipe. Now, once I've got this in position, I'm not going to want to turn the aircraft over. So what I'm going to do, for those who haven't seen the underside, is boom. This is mostly what we got done today. We've got a lot of those. Got those in. Oh, that's a little crooked. It probably doesn't matter. I can adjust that very shortly. In fact, got one to go in there. I'll drop that. I'll find that. I'll make a replacement. Hang on there. But yeah, we've got the flaps in position. All of that's happening now. And now our last task. Move that to that angle. We've got those little bits painted. We also got something put on the Lavochkin, but we've got something else to add to that. Now, let me just have a quick look-see. We're going to go in. Which way does this go in? That way. This should be easy. That's the theory. No use of that wonderful word. And the thing I really want this in position because it is quite visible from. Will that slide in nice and easily for us? Just trying to remember how it goes on. There. Oh. Hang on. Why don't you look at it this way? This will give us the information we require. Right. So that big circle part is at the back. Like that. So logically, that's the part that needs to lock in. do is just give that a bit of a file. And I don't want to do it in there. That's that can end in tears. Tears before bedtime. Nobody needs that. Now, where did I put? Looking, finding, but no, wrong one. But what, I mean, I might as well put that away. Looking for a file. Now, looking, where to put it? I get very frustrated with myself when I do this sort of thing. Okay, maybe I'll choose one of these. Alrighty. Now, oh, it's right in front of me, for God's sake. Really, Rob? Really? There are times when I have the brain of a duck. Alright. So, given rubbing. You see, the thing is, that should just slide into there. But it's not. Almost. It's supposed to be that way. There we go. Yeah, that'll happen too. Okay, we're doing this. All right, let's do it, kids. Okay. Out you come, Blue. There we go. There we go. Now, lid. Where did I put the lid? Oh, Rob, what are you doing, boy? Now, shit. Shit. Come here. Do I want to go? No, I do not. Or do I? Yeah, I do. And breathe. All right. Bing, zip. That's what I was trying to get in. That's the bomb site. And as you can gather, with the, hang on a moment, I'm not going to glue it in, not right now, but you also, oh hey Jeff, how you doing? What we need to consider here is that when that's in position, you need to be able to see that. Otherwise, it's missing something quite obviously. That's the point. Feeling a whole lot better about that. I am. Alrighty. Now, I'm sorry to say, Jeff, you've arrived at a really late stage of proceedings. I'm about to wind the stream up. Yep. However, we've gotten a fair bit done on our B-17. I'm a bit reluctant. Most of it's on the undercarriage, unfortunately. So with that freshly glued in, as you can imagine, I'm a bit reluctant to pick her up. However, tomorrow being Friday. Ooh. Now looking at the state of play, kids, I'm thinking it's weathering time for the B-17. That's a bit exciting. And then final that would be cool. If I get the B-17, the Lavochkin finished by Sunday. If I can do that on Monday, I can start on the Mustangs. Whoa! I'm a bit excited about that, kids. Yes, I am. Anyway, that's the state of play. So, well, that will be me done for today. I'm actually really happy with the progress that we've made today, notwithstanding losing a part, but I can work away. I'll try and find it, heaven forbid. That's not impossible. In a worst case scenario, I will manufacture something. Anyway, thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. First time viewers, there's a magic button I want you to hit now. And I think you know what that is. It's follow, like, or subscribe. Now, if you would like to track me down on other platforms, I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube. I'm Robster the Builder on Instagram, Twitch, and Discord, and Rob the Builder and Food Monster on Twitter. And again, we come to those three magical words of follow, like, or subscribe. Thank you, David. Now, tomorrow, as I said, I shall return. And we're going to be doing weathering on the B-17, I reckon. Bit excited about that, to be honest. Yes, I am. And we'll be finishing a few things on the Lavochkin. Bit excited about that too, by golly. And yeah, okay. At the end of the day, all that's really left for me to say is that I will be back tomorrow at a similar kit time and on the same kit channel. My pleasure, David. And hopefully I'll catch you guys then. See yous.